Okay, listen, you have to win a gold medal at the Olympics in order to get gold. But to get gold in Arizona, it may be a little easier. Kevin Hoagland is here. He's the host of Gold Trails, Saturday morning, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Television star, gold prospector, for crying out loud, what a life you've got. But is there really any gold left out there?
There is. There absolutely is gold, and that's what part of our organization has done, is help people to find that gold. You know, they say that less than 10% of the gold has ever been found, and I actually, if we look at the history and we look at everything, I actually believe that it's less than that. So
Less than how much?
less than 10% of all the available gold reserves.
Because there's always, no matter where you are in the world, there's always that attraction. Not so much for silver, not so much for platinum, but it's always that quest for gold.
There's always the quest for gold, and we address that in Gold Trails, and especially here in the United States when we started this in the East Coast to show where gold was originally found in the United States, and we've moved all across the United States. And the show airing on AZTV has just been, it's been phenomenal for us, and it's fun to do.
I don't want to wait till Saturday. Tell me where to go first. Right now, if I walk out of the studio, I'm saying, this is it. I'd like to have a little extra nugget change in my pocket. Where would I go first?
Right now, because of the summer temperatures, I'm going to say that you come up north. Come to Prescott. Come to those areas through there. There's gold-bearing areas through Prescott. The GPAA has claims in the area that as members can use and come up and prospect, and they get to keep everything that they find. But you know, because of the heat, just the heat that we're having down here in the desert, come on up the hill country.
And of course, half of our organization is in Prescott, so we can follow you around with a television camera all the time, watching you. What is it we should take with us, though, particularly as beginners? How should we be equipped?
Well, just to get started, all you really need is a gold pan, a classifier, a few hand tools, a couple of 5-gallon buckets, and a number 2 shovel.
Well, this looks like a salad dish, though. Well, I mean, does it have to be any more involved than this?
No, it really doesn't. I mean, there are other pans that become so much more evolved, but it's not really necessary. This is all you need to get started with. You go out, you learn about gold, you learn about how gold acts in nature, and you just start doing some prospecting. Take the material, classify it down, put it into gold pan, use a water source, and you're ready to go.
All right, but am I always looking for a place with a stream? That's what we see in the movies. It's always the prospector, you know, doing one of these. You know, that's the only line that he ever has.
Oh,
okay.
Cat is a lifetime prospector. I don't even know how to feel about that remark.
There's not a lot to memorize in the script. So, do you have to have a water source going by in order to have gold?
No, absolutely not. In Arizona, because we have so many desert placers and what's called Bajada placers, during the summertime, a lot of the prospecting is done dry. And then during the wintertime, in the desert, when we really don't have a lot of moisture, they are out there using things that are called dry washers, dry panning techniques, so on and so like that. The stream is the last resting place for gold. It takes a long time for that gold to finally get there. So everywhere else, it's just traveling. It's just traveling.
Wait just a second, excuse me. What? Apparently there are people, angry villagers who are out in the parking lot right now saying, ask him about the Lost Dutchman mine.
Oh.
Folks just got here from Kankakee. That's all they know is you're in Arizona. All of the gold is in the superstitions.
That's simply not true. There's gold. If you look at the state of Arizona, you know, Yuma was the original gold find in the state. Prescott, that area, well, the town of Prescott was founded because of the gold strike. And the Walker Pottery and Lynx Creek, that's what made Arizona a state.
But Jacob Waltz said that there is an incredible treasure in the superstitions. If you can't trust Jacob, who can you trust?
Any modern prospector that has your best interest at heart.
I will bet you that you can learn far more about prospecting if you just simply stay home for a little while and watch the show on Saturday morning, right?
Absolutely. The whole idea behind Gold Rails was to create a series that allowed people to know that they could go prospecting. And that's been some of the biggest comments and some of the biggest remarks that I've had from fans that are watching the show, is they are seeing it, and they understand that I don't have to spend $1 million. I can get a simple thing. I can get a GPAA beginning kit and go out and find gold.
And Saturday morning, this coming Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, you will watch Kevin Hoagland. His opening line is, Pat McMahon on the Morning Scramble. Good luck to you prospecting for gold.